Hey guys, okay, so I thought that maybe because I haven't updated my blog in a really long time, obviously. So mainly it's because I just haven't got the time to sit down and type it all out, everything that's happened, especially when I do so much, like on a trip or something. It's really hard to go back and remember all my details and then type them all up. It takes forever. So I thought that a good idea was maybe to video my blogs instead of typing them. But I'm not sure how you guys will like that. It's a lot easier for me, but you might like it more to be able to read it. So I'd like to hear your feedback on that and see what you think. So here we go. I'll tell you all about everything that's happened in the past month that I haven't updated. Okay, y'all, I just looked at my blog. I don't even remember when that was. We'll do the day before I went to Spain. So, I went to school, and then Cody texted me. Cody is my American friend here. He's from Spokane, Washington. And he texted me and asked me if I wanted to meet and go to a cafe because he was leaving for Dublin the next morning. Or no, was it? It was for Venice the next morning. So, so we met, and if any of you guys have seen The Tourist, it's in the very beginning where Angelina Jolie is sitting and having the cafe, the coffee, it's the cafe here in French, when she was sitting there and she's reading the letter and then she burns it. We were like 5 tables away from that table. It was so cool. It was the same cafe. So we did that, and then he had to leave and catch his train for Venice, and so I went home and I had to pack because my flight left at like 10 the next morning. And I had to get up at 5 so that I'd be at the airport by 6:37. I don't know. So, I was like, okay, I'm just going to stay up the whole night. This is a great idea, you know. And then I won't get tired. I won't oversleep. So, I packed all of my summer things. And then Miss Cindy Facebooked me and told me it was freezing there. So, I had to completely rethink everything and pack again. And so I did that. And then I was like, you know, I was going to stay up, and I did it until 3 o'clock, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired. So I got Kathy, my friend, to Skype me, and so I put my headphones on, and I turned the volume all the way up, and she muted her Skype so that I couldn't hear anything. So she stayed up until 11 o'clock her time, 5 o'clock my time, and at 11 o'clock she unmuted herself and screamed into the microphone. So obviously I woke up in time, so that wasn't a problem, but I was so angry because I'd only gotten like 2 hours of sleep. It was awful. But I got up and I got to the airport okay. That was all fine. They had a train that I took. The only problem was my suitcase. Oh my gosh, y'all. It was huge. It weighed like, I think almost 45 pounds, like some crazy amount for the weekend. I don't even know why I packed that much. I think I was just like torn in between whether I needed winter clothes or summer clothes. So I packed both. So I had to lug it down those 5 flights of stairs. I almost died. I didn't know how I was going to get to the bottom. And so I did that. And then I took the train to the airport, and that was all really smooth. And then I got to Barcelona on time, so that was good. So Miss Jeannie and Miss Cindy picked me up at the airport, and it was so incredible. Like, everything about that weekend was just mind-blowing. The villa that we stayed in was really beautiful. It was 3 stories. The main level was just a foyer. The second level was like a kitchen area and Miss Cindy's bedroom. And then the third area was like a living room and Miss Jeannie's bedroom. So I slept on the couch, which was really comfortable, like incredibly comfortable. I loved it. So the first day, when I got there, we went to a cafe, and there was a waiter named Pedro, and he was so funny. And so he told us he was Antonio Banderas' son, and I've got a video of that'll be uploaded at the bottom of this blog. And he just cracked me up, and he was really funny. And so I got like an egg salad sandwich, I think, which was my very first time having that. It was really good though, and that restaurant was like our favorite while we were there. And then later that night, I'm trying to think. I know we went to a restaurant, we got tapas, and guys, okay, I don't know how many of you guys know how picky of an eater I am. I barely eat anything. I mean, bare bones. I don't eat any seafood. There are like maybe 3 meats that I eat, and the rest is just vegetables, fruit, and other things. So Miss Jeannie ordered my tapas. So she got me some sort of sliced potato with like tuna sitting in some liquid. I don't know. I just couldn't even get past the idea that there was tuna in it. I mean, the potato tasted totally fine, but I don't know. I couldn't get past the idea of tuna. Ever since I had that tuna casserole. Ugh. So I did that, and then the rest I got steamed spinach with garbanzo beans. I had no clue that garbanzo beans were the same as hummus, like what it's made from. So I really liked the flavor of that. And then I got some manchego cheese. I ended up eating like an entire block of manchego cheese that night, just because it was on my plate, and I didn't like the potato tuna thing, and I was really hungry. And I can't even think about manchego cheese anymore. I got so burned out from that one night. But the restaurant we were at was really cool. It was like long, sort of. And the walls were lined with like pictures and posters. And they had like hams hanging from the walls above the bar spot in the cafe. It was so cool. You know, it really felt like authentic. So I loved that. And then the next day, I don't exactly remember what we did each day. I think the next day we went to Cordoba, I think, which was really beautiful. We went and saw the mosque there, and it's incredible. It's got, what they taught me was a Moorish influence, which is like from Morocco, but it also had a lot of like gold and stuff. So the mixture of the two was so beautiful. It was like mind-blowing. And for the most part, when I go on trips, it's going to sound so terrible, but really, I just can't wait to shop, you know. I love looking through the stores and seeing what everybody's wearing. But on this trip, I just had, like, such a great time filming everything, you know. There was so much to see, and it was just really great to capture that, especially for my readers. So I hope that it kind of gives you a feel of how Spain was. I've got all the videos up on Facebook, but a lot of you guys, well, I mean, I don't know how many of you follow me, but some of you might not be friends with me on Facebook, so I'll put the videos up on this blog, so you can see them. So that'll kind of explain what we did each day, because I don't exactly remember it. It was a while back, and we did a lot in the time that I was there. So you'll see those. So then I got back, and I got back at like 10 in the morning. And it was fine. I got somebody to carry my suitcase. You know, I've got the metro stairs to deal with. So there's like 20 stairs every metro stop I get off at. And I've got this Mongo suitcase. And I'm like, okay, how is this even going to happen? So here's what I do. Oh gosh, this suitcase is so heavy. I have no clue how I'm about to carry it up these stairs. So needless to say, that whole strategy worked all the way to my apartment. But the worst one to tackle was my apartment. So I had no clue what I was going to do. So I hoisted my suitcase up onto the banister of the beginning of the stairs. And I strapped it on like a book bag. Okay, now imagine this like 3-foot long, 50-pound suitcase. I know I'm exaggerating the weight every single time. Just deal with me. And then I strap it on my back. And so I started making my way up the stairs. By the 3rd floor, I could literally feel my lungs collapsing. Like, they were like this. And so I was like, so finally I'm at the 5th floor, and I was ready to drop. Happiest moment of my life. So I got in. That was great. And I think since then, I've just been pretty much chilling. Cody left for Dublin, so I'm like lonely, because Cody's like the main person that I hang out with, because he always has interesting ideas. And so I'm happy he's finally back though. He got back like yesterday or 2 days ago, I don't remember. But I'm happy to have him back, because now I have somebody to hang out with again. And I think Sunday we are going to hear of the Vivaldi concert, but we haven't booked our tickets yet. So I'm not totally positive. But if we do get to, it's in a really beautiful church. I'll post a link. So I can't wait to do that if we get to do that. And Friday we're also doing something. I was going to go, Hillsong's having like a DJ night party. But since I'm not 18, they rented out a club to have the dance at. But since I'm not 18, I can't get in the club, so I'm not allowed to go. Because really, I'm not supposed to be in Powerhouse. They kind of bumped me up because I was almost 18. So I think I'm going to spend Friday doing something with Cody if he's not busy. So that's pretty much been my week since I got back from Spain. I switched classes. I'm not sure if any of you guys know that, but I'm having a great time in my new French class. I have some really hilarious people in there. There's Xiao Yan, who is this like 21-year-old Chinese guy, and he's like the funniest person I've ever met. He's so cute. He's like, he can't really speak English at all, so he sounds like a 2-year-old child when he speaks. It's hilarious. So I've been like, we made postcards in class, and so he didn't write me one, you know. Everybody wrote somebody one. We got assigned a name, so it's like, oh, you didn't write me a postcard, so we can't be friends, you know, until you write me one. So we took it seriously. So he went out and he bought a postcard that night. So he gave it to me today, but he didn't finish writing, so he said he's going to do it again. So he told me I was a good English teacher, mainly just because I can't speak good enough French to converse yet, and he can't speak good enough English to converse. So we're kind of in between, but mostly we speak English because it's the one we understand best. I mean, he understands French better, but I speak English better. It's so confusing. So he told me I was a good English teacher. And then there is, today we got a girl from Peru and a girl from Libya. So that's really cool. There's another Chinese girl in there, a girl from Italy, and then a guy from Brazil. And they're all really nice. The class is really small. Just like my last one. It's even smaller actually. But I'm having a great time. It's really fun every day. I really look forward to going to class. And I've noticed since I redid it, my French really has gotten, you know, better. And I don't know if it's just because it's being drilled in a second time, or if I feel more at ease in this class, you know, as far as speaking goes. Maybe because I've already taken the class once, so I kind of know a little bit more. So I don't know, but I'm really enjoying it. So it's not really like, oh, I don't want to go to class today. It's like, oh yeah, I get to see all my friends in class, and I get to go learn French. So I'm having a great time. Let's see. Oh, okay. The homeless fiasco. A lot of you guys have heard about this, but some of you haven't, so I'll just tell you right now. So pretty much that has been the main events of my week. Since I went to Spain and I came back. So that's it for today. Tell me, I'd really love to hear what you guys think about the whole video blog. I can do it on my higher quality camera if you prefer. It'll just take longer to upload. So I'm not sure I'll be as, you know, what's the word? I'm not sure I'll do it as regularly if you guys want me to do it on the higher quality camera. This was really easy though, you know, just talking, a lot easier than typing for me. But we'll see, you know, I still have to cut the things together, like all the clips, and then upload it. So in the end it might not be worth it, but we'll see how it goes. And especially if you guys don't like it, tell me and I'll go back to writing. So yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback. So I'll update soon. I promise not to make you guys wait again.